Hello and welcome to the Limo Show once again. I've got some reviews to do, so let's get to it. So coming first is In the Lost Lands, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. So what I'd say about this film is it looked cool and it did have potential. On paper I thought the plot was solid, but it's poorly written, poorly directed. I didn't think Dave Bautista tries, but he's going to do so much what he's given, so I'm going to give it a D minus. Next up is The Last Breath, directed by Alex Parkinson. So, what I'll say about this was, it was really tense throughout. I think the performances were strong by Woody Harrelson and Samuel Luvan. Is it Joe Cole? Anyway, but I do feel it was a bit rushed, and I don't think it fully let the story breathe. No pun intended. So I'm going to give it an A minus. Next up is Jupiter Reborn, directed by Timo Vaughan Silva. I thought the actor was bad. I'd poor writing and direction, and it just looks fake throughout. So I'm going to give it an A. Next up is Opus, which is directed by Mark Anthony Green. I thought this was a bit of a mess and not very interesting overall, but there's some decent performances in there by John Malkovich, amongst others. I can't think of the Miguel Eredberry. So I'm going to give it a D. Next up is Watchmen Chapter 1, which is directed by Brandon Vietti. Well animated, the actual plot's well done. I just don't really feel like the framing device with the kid who's reading the comic book, even though I thought it kind of fit, it kind of feels like the battle in runtime, so I'm going to give it a B minus. Next up is The Alternates, directed by Barry Levinson. The plot is a bit of a mess, and whilst it feels like it's long, the acting, especially from Robert De Niro, is really strong. So I'm going to give it a C+. Next up is Snow White, directed by Mark Webb. It felt different to the original, and I did feel like the direction they tried to take it in wasn't that bad. But using CGI for the door instead of actual actors, it just felt so disrespectful. And I thought Gal Gadot was awful in it. I just couldn't get into the film at all. And the script was also weak. So I'm going to give it a D. Next up is Y2K, directed by Cal Mooney. This was funny, had a really good soundtrack as well. Whilst it's a bit rushed, it's got a lot of heart and charm to it. And also it was visually really cool, so I'm going to give it a B minus. Next up is Flow, directed by Gins Silverluders. I hope I haven't pronounced that wrong. The animation in this is great, the plot itself is solid, but because of the lack of dialogue, I just couldn't fully invest into it. So I'm going to give it a B minus. Next up is No Kane, directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olsen, which I thought was really, really entertaining and hilarious throughout, whilst I wasn't a fan of the twist, which I'm not going to say. I did really enjoy it overall, so I'm going to give it an A minus. Next up is Watchmen Chapter 2, again directed by Brandon Vietti. Bit of a mess overall and too much padding, but well animated and still kind of fun in places, so I'm going to give it a C+. Next up is Working Man, which, whilst the story is a bit of a mess, the action is really solid, which keeps it watchable, and also Jason Statham's really solid in it too, so I'm going to give it a C+. Next up is The Woman in the Yard, which is directed by Jeremy Collet-Serra. It's slightly creepy, and I did like to see him around suicide. It means well. It's trying to say something, but I just feel like overall it was just too much of a mess, and the overall theme just gets lost. So I'm going to give it a D minus. And lastly is Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which directed by Chandler Roberts. It's got great atmosphere and there's some genuinely scary moments. It just feels very rushed and the plot isn't well executed. So I'm going to give it a C, but tell me what you think about these movies out if you've seen them. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the next time. Take care.